EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground with Wright, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. And they'll go right back to Wright, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, we're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And it's fielded at the 34. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be intercepted.
Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A look there at the numbers last week for Wright. 16 carries, 66 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They'll try and run for this with Wright.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
On the move past the 40.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 51 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McKay over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Off play action. McKay. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. McKay, throw left side, complete. That's Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw. McKay, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McKay. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Throwing now is Daniels.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels. This one taken in by Olave.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
The 20. Touchdown.
Chris Olave.
47 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKay. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. McKay. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
2nd and 6.
At the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Back to throw. McKay. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Looking to throw. McKay. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Harris going to run the toss here to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Second and 4. They shakes him off. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Daniels looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To the air goes Daniels.
Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Daniels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Throwing to start the drive. McKay.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. McKay.
That's caught by Tucker.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKay.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there is no way that ball was going to be caught.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and an 11-point game there as they come upon halftime. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see they are out in front in that one. Will Shipley leading the charge on the ground.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 1. Open man is Tucker. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McKay.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete to Wright. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run on first down with Wright.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Daniels.
And right with it here over the middle. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Michael Mayer.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he returns this to the 22. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. McKay.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. McKay to Thompson on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
He finds his man complete. That's Nash. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Now Daniels.
Over the middle, complete. It's Black. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Olave holds it in.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
112 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. McKay. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
On first down, they'll start out with Wright.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. In motion left goes a tight end.
Daniels looking to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now a give, running left is right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
To the air goes Daniels.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Here's Daniels.
And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's take...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the fumble recovery, McKay. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, McKay steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
He finds his man, complete. That's Nash.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nash.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
2nd and 5.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That is caught.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's to Mayer, the tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Buenos Aires is about set for another try on offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee 1 more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Buenos Aires,
they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.